It's us, my friend. We're going to rock this. TGIF, Samantha.
Oh, Mojo Dance.
I think I'm actually going to move my desk all the way up and stand too, because I think we have a lot to do today. I know I do. Do you?
Awesome. Yeah, I need to get some stuff done. I've been outside trimming trees, and we're going to go back outside and trim more trees.
Oh, wow. I meant business wise, but I'm moving my desk up. I'm getting in the standing position here.
That's why I got to pack a lot of business stuff into this hour or so, because I got a lot of other stuff going on. So I need to hustle.
Yeah. All right. Let's hustle. Did you run your numbers this morning?
I have not.
No, I didn't do mine either. Nisha kind of got me in the habit of doing a Friday morning of my hours. Well, you and Nisha, actually, because that just makes sense to see how far I have to go.
I was going to say, I normally do. I'm going to have to get my boundaries back in order. My Mr. Man's only got like another 5 shifts at the hospital or something, and he's retired. And lately, I mean, we're out there trimming trees. I'm like,
it's going to be an adjustment.
Yes.
For sure. Yes. Boundaries. Yeah, I think that's going to probably be your word of intention for the next couple of months, maybe.
Right?
Yeah. So I was just I was watching, as I was getting stuff ready, I was watching or listening to that Kathy Sings was live with Trish and Doug today on LP.
Oh yeah.
How was that? She is doing an awesome job. She rocked it. It was good to see. Yeah. Good to listen to, for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, they were focusing on her becoming a reseller post-retirement.
Yeah. Good. So I enjoyed that. I'm gonna run my numbers right here, right live, while we're doing this to see how. I know I listed a lot of really low dollar value items this week, so I know I have a long way to go, Samantha, to meet my weekly goals.
You are not alone.
So much so that I didn't even want to look, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. All right, let me get the dates here on my report. 6. Hey Pam, how's it going? Oh, Kathy's here. Kathy, did you hear us just talking about you?
Nice.
Yeah, so we switched it for the summer. We're going to do 3:00 since a lot of us have stuff on Friday nights in the summer. And even though Molly and Samantha like to tease me that I don't, but I do have a life. I do. Yes, Kathy did an awesome job. I was so impressed with you, Kathy. It was awesome. Yeah. Loved it. So impressed. And it was fun too. Impressive and fun. Yes. What was your word of intention today, Kat? Positive presentation?
Oh, so I'm thinking she nailed it.
She nailed it. She did. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, I have a ways to go. So I have listed $1,626 so far this week. So, yeah. And I need to get to...
Do you have any like cellos or anything laying around?
Oh God, I wish I did. I just out of desperation unpacked my the watches I got sent back from the Real.
Oh yeah.
Because they couldn't authenticate the Mont Blanc ones. And they have to be sent to Germany, blah 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 blah. And I think there were 5 of those and Cartier watch. So I was on the phone with Mont Blanc and you know what? I just called it. I'm like, they're going back to the consigner because I was like, I can't spend any more time or energy.
I was just going to ask you, I'm like, are you going to up your percentage for all the time you're putting into these? So good job calling that.
Yeah, no, it had to be called. They were torturing me for way too long. Yes.
Yeah. Good job.
All right. 3290 is what I am currently. I redid my listing calculator. So I need to list at least 3290. So what is that? That puts me at, I need a calculator.
What do you get? 3290 minus.
So I'm halfway there, right? What did I say?
So far?
1626. Yeah. All right. That's doable. I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that by Sunday morning. Yeah. Look at this.
What?
Pam.
Oh, yay. Good.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I'm very happy to hear that.
Can be a lot of trial and error.
I love how she was like, well, the one didn't work out, so I have another one lined up for today. It's like, dang, girl.
I know. When she's on a mission, she's on a mission.
I love it.
Well, you're listing clothing today?
I am, yes.
Good. I'm listing. I had to bring over out of my. I got through finally. Took about a month. All of the photographs my helpers had taken, either while I was on vacation or.
Oh right, you had like a backlog.
Yeah, just got through it yesterday or the day before. Yeah, so that was cool. So I had to go find some stuff that I can photograph over here, which is not clothing. My clothing is behind that stone wall there, the photography area. So I have a box of, I don't know what that I'm going to open now, but I need a blade.
A blade. Shouldn't have a knife. We try to keep those knives away from you.
Or this is my favorite, the Scotty peeler, right? It comes with they have the sharp Scotty peeler that comes if you buy the pack. But I use these to open boxes all the time. I love it to open boxes.
So my husband, when he worked at Big Lots, he'd come home with a box cutter, like one a day, to the point where I boxed up about 2 dozen of these and had them bring them back to Big Lots. But after I kept one in like each room, so it's fine.
True story. I've never actually used a box cutter.
I love them.
Let me see what they look like again. This is embarrassing. I don't even know.
Just the blade slides up.
And
you can turn it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's box cutter. It's just razor blade.
Oh, these are pretty. Oh, which box should I do first? I don't know.
What are they?
So I'm going to do this box first. I'll show you.
I'm trying to find the right crayon that represents this color peach.
Oh, yeah. You got a lot of feedback there on your reel. People were really loving it.
People said I was a genius.
Yes. All right. So they're just little like demi-tasse cups and saucers. Gold trim.
Cute.
There's a whole box of them. And my old eyes cannot see what this is. Made in China, but it has it's in Chinese, so
it's like really made in China.
Yes, it's a Chinese brand made in China.
I had one of those the other day. It was a planter. I've already sold it. But it had, I don't know, but it had Chinese, or maybe it was Japanese. It was made in Japan, had Japanese writing all over the bottom, and then in English, do not eat off of, or something. It wasn't that
decorative use only.
Yeah. It was like, I don't remember the actual wording of it, but I thought it was pretty funny. Like, everything on there was stupid and then English. I'm like, of course you had to put that on there for us. It's clearly a planter.
Okay, it looks like this is a set of 12. Am I going to sell them individually?
Of course.
Of course I am.
Always sell them individually.
My question is, am I going to, let me see how much they weigh. Because I do free shipping on stuff under a pound.
Mm-hmm.
And over a pound is calculated. So it weighs 6 ounces. I think I could ship these. I could ship these for under a pound. So I'll include the shipping in the price. How do you do that? You do all flat rate shipping, right?
Yeah, I do flat rate tiers. So like zero to a pound is $5.99. 1 to 2 pounds is $8.99. 2, I'm trying to remember. 2 to 5 pounds is $15.99, and 5 pounds and up is $22.
Okay. And what about your clothing? Does that follow the same rules?
I do everything that way.
Woo! Carmen made it. How's that wild day going, Carmen? So I was cursing you last night, Samantha. Yesterday.
What did I do
yesterday afternoon? Because you had me part out that board game.
Yeah. You don't find joy in it like I do?
Legacy of the Unconquered Sun. There were, I don't know how many card stacks. So there was like 5 different stacks of cards, like 50 each, and the one was 70. So I'm like counting the cards and everything, and I'm like, this sucks. I did it, and it's a good thing because the 2 of the stacks did not have the right number of cards, so I just disposed of those.
Yeah.
But it's been like 12 hours and I haven't had a sale yet, so like, what the heck?
Ridiculous. That was me with the Lincoln Logs. I did all those Lincoln Logs a couple weeks ago, and the first time I did Lincoln Logs, they all sold like within 2 weeks, and now I'm like, it's been 2 weeks. Where are all my Lincoln Log collectors? This is ridiculous.
They bought all of them. They're good now. You satisfied them,
right? Carmen or Kathy, what kind of food are you ordering? I haven't figured out what we're doing for dinner. My brother's picking me up later because we only have one car and Bill has to work tomorrow. So my brother's picking me up later to bring me to his place. And he and my dad and my nephew and I are going kayaking tomorrow. We don't know where. We just put kayaks in the truck and a cooler with sandwiches, and we drive until we find a cool place to kayak.
I am so jealous.
I kept naming off some really cool spots. My brother's like, I don't want to go that far away, but I guarantee you we will end up hours away and it will be a great time.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. Yes, Kathy did. We were talking about that. She did such a great job, Jill. Yeah.
Yes.
So proud.
Good job.
All right, Carmen's getting a lot done. We went out to eat. Dave and I had homemade pogo and chicken strips with fries. What's pogo?
I don't know what that is.
Is it a typo or a Canadian thing? It could be either.
I don't know. Also, it's a corn dog. Oh. Were the gravy on your fries? Because Poutine is life.
Oh.
I love that
got
Pam
the stuff that you were telling me about you weren't telling me, you were telling somebody that to make the little corn dogs in the muffin tins.
Yes.
I got the stuff to make it for Emma and I, and then I realized I don't have muffin tins.
Did you have any on consignment or anything? Did you check
Oh my gosh, I think I totally have some in my inventory. I never even thought about it.
You gotta shop your own store sometimes, girlfriend.
I didn't even think about it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go look right this second because I think I know right where they are. Hold on.
I love it. Pam, I love that you said you're glad the first one didn't work out. Things happen for a reason. That first assistant didn't work out, and that's fine because now you got one that's fantastic. I should probably list the first thing I did before I move on to the next one. Let's see here. Pogo, a Canadian thing, like a Canadian brand. Pogo sticks. I mean, that's kind of funny. Corn dogs, pogo sticks. I get it. I haven't corn dogs, right?
No muffin tins.
I figured you didn't because stuff like that you usually like to sell at your live sale if you get rid of them quick. But
yeah. I have a bunch of other baking stuff, which is good. I should put those in a live sale. Actually,
your baking stuff does well for your live sale people.
It does. I have a lot of bakers. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm not one of them. No, but the thing is, like when I left my old house, I left so much stuff, like all of my kitchen stuff, because I just didn't feel like being like, all right, well, this is yours. This is mine. I was just like, just
let it go.
Let it go. Well, I let everything go. So that's one excuse for me not to cook anymore. So
Pam has another person that she's interviewing next week as well. I love it.
She's on fire.
I'm gonna have a freaking empire by the end of the year.
I know. She's gonna put the fire on.
I have to keep the old house in order to run her enterprise of reseller people. I've never used Uber Eats. I don't even know if we have that here.
So we have Uber Eats, which I used. No, my kids sent me something twice using Uber Eats. Both times it was like a disaster. They were so salty, the drivers, about getting out here from Scranton. Now, this is like in the middle of nowhere. And both times they screwed up the order.
Ugh.
And then they didn't come back and fix it. So I'm a little salty on Uber Eats around here now.
Yeah.
Oh, Pam said she used Nextdoor to find people. That's cool.
All right. If my summer goal is to list half of my unlisted stuff, I need more people. Amen, girlfriend. You're gonna kick butt.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
See, our next door is absolutely terrible, but I think it's because our town is so small. Dawn laughs at me when I talk about this. Our town is so small that when you put in a neighborhood on there, it's like a 3-mile radius or whatever, and that's the neighborhood. Well, whoever went in there for the very first time when Nextdoor became a thing, they put in their neighborhood. It's our entire town. Well, they're always doing like weird specific things to like their road, but it's the whole town, and you can't change neighborhoods. You can't make any types of groups in there. Ours is set up really weird. Nobody uses it except this one lady that is really pushy about her pampered chef, but hopefully she's doing well with it. I don't know.
And I don't really have anybody next door besides my parents, so There's not a lot that goes on here. And the bar. And the bar.
My 3-mile radius is my entire town. Your 3-mile radius is the bar across the street and your parents.
Yep. Pretty much. So I got my, I had to get an Apple developer ID if I want to keep using the app. Well, I have to get the app rebuilt for Country Consignment. So I spent a lot of time getting that. Like you have to have a number, a DUNS number from Dun and Bradstreet and all this stuff. So that's why my listings are a little bit low this week. I spent a lot of time just taking care of TCB, taking care of business.
Sounds exhausting.
It was exhausting. It's like, I got stuff to list, man.
Right? Oh, that's not. Whose are these? These are Michelle's. These aren't Michelle's.
So I've been doing a lot of complaining about my app and live selling platform. But here's a positive. So the new one is completely, it's an app within Shopify. So I don't have to be using a totally separate platform. Like it's all managed in Shopify, which I'm already using.
Right.
So, you know, maybe it's just once I get over the hurdle, it's going to be much smoother, less time intensive. Not that it was really that, but you know how we talk about those little bits of time when people are fooling around with platforms that aren't working for them. It's only a couple minutes. How many times a day?
Yeah.
Well,
I was giving you kudos last night because you popped up on I watched you for a few minutes on the first one. And then later on, it was after you were done with part 2. But I forgot that you didn't do part 2. And you it popped up and you're like, okay, now we're doing the same thing. But in this one, like I was like, this girl has some dedication. Like you are definitely, you're definitely all in because you're doing the old system and the new one. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wanted to test. I just didn't want to go live with it next week and be like, hey, it's all new, a totally different system. At least we could test it out a little bit. So, yeah.
Well, you're doing great.
Kathy said, she's been cutting back on Facebook Live because it isn't helping my business. What were you doing on Facebook Lives, Kathy? I don't think I knew that.
Consignment is not loading any of my pictures on my phone.
Oh, I'm just about to do that. So let's see if I can do it. Because that would be terrible.
I know. It's got a case of the Fridays over here. I'm going to close out of this, refresh. Clear my cache, sacrifice my firstborn, do a rain dance. Now it won't even open.
Well, let me see if it works for me or whether it's a Samantha thing. Oh, yeah, not lives, just Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, did you watch our episode on Facebook Marketplace, Kathy? Kudos to you for, realizing it's not working and not spending the time there.
And Lydia, I meant to tell you, I did have a conversation with Chris D. Dunrad, I believe, in the listing party the other day.
Yeah.
And we were talking about something, and she had put in the comments or in the chat that Facebook Marketplace was essentially a dead zone. And I was like, I am so happy to hear that. Like for you, like, not that, like, oh, good. You're not
that we're happy that it's dead for you.
But that you're just as normal as the rest of us. And it's, so yeah, she's still listing in groups and whatever. But yeah, it's not, they did something.
Okay. So she was the one that we thought she had said it was coming back, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So
we had a whole conversation. Like I still load things in there mostly because I share to my local groups, but also because someday I hope Facebook just flips that switch back on and all of a sudden I got all kinds of shippable orders in there. But for now, it is dead. So good job, Kathy, with realizing that that's not bringing you anything at the moment.
So hard to give those. It's so hard to let those things go sometimes, isn't it?
It is.
Meanwhile, I implemented your suggestion to add the groups in because I wasn't posting to the groups.
Yeah.
So I think I've had one sale, and I only have like 6 items posted to the groups because that's what I have to go back and do, like the bigger items that are sitting around and put them. Some of them aren't even on Facebook Marketplace, but
right.
So I think I'm going in the right direction with that now. Thank you.
Good. Welcome. I guess I'm going to try restarting my phone.
Yeah, mine worked.
I just ran a Wi-Fi speed test on my phone, and I'm getting like 200 megs or whatever, which isn't like my highest, but it's a lot better than it was a few months ago before I updated everything.
You're like a new woman now with your Wi-Fi.
I know, it's fantastic.
I forget what old slow Samantha was like.
It was like this.
Shagan's in the house. Hey, buddy.
Hey. Long time no see.
Yeah, I know.
Where are you at these days? I feel like you're just always somewhere random. I'm like, oh, how's Chicago? And you're like, oh, I'm in Vegas now. Oh, how's Vegas? Oh, I'm in Thailand. Like, where are you right now?
That should be a new game. Where in the world is Shagan?
Right. All right, restart my phone. See if that helps, because it won't even pull it up now.
So I kept meaning to check. Is the reseller newsletter, is Erin still doing the reseller newsletter? Because I haven't gotten anything in a while.
I haven't either, and I haven't chatted with him in a while.
But that was one of my favorite episodes from last year. I laughed so hard. Like I shouldn't say favorite. It was the most surprising episode we did last year, and I just loved every second of it.
Yeah, I thought it was great too. He was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we learned how to be auctioneers. We got the crash course.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of it, but we learned for a moment. You're in Vegas.
Ooh.
Boy.
Nice.
Is that where that remote's at? Did you ever list that?
Oh my God, Samantha. Suddenly Shagan is not on the live. That's great. Oh my God. The fancy remote. That was such a fun episode we did with Shagan. Loved it. So many good ones, I know. How lucky are we? How blessed are we to have these people like around us that we can.
How often do we say that? Like all the time. We're just
all the time.
We know the coolest people.
All the time.
Love it. All right. Phone. Connect. Work.
All right. Yep. And I just verified. I moved it from my phone into like it's in there. Like it definitely saved. Come on. Hi, Amy. Happy Friday. TGIF. TGIF.
All right, load the photos. You can do it, Consign Cloud. You can load
Hey, does Google translate? Will it translate Chinese characters?
Oh, I have no idea. I never tried that.
No, it's not even registering as text in Google Lens. Okay. Well,
the restart worked. Look at there. Now we're good.
oh, it was a Samantha thing. Thank goodness. I would not be happy if I was down right now.
Right?
I have like $1,600 of inventory I have to magically list.
Right? I came in here and I'm like, I'm going to hustle for like an hour. And then if this didn't work, that would totally ruin everything.
No, you would have just pivoted.
I would have pivoted. Well, and I'm going to be heading out to my dad's later. So what I would have done is just went through his garage and started listing his stuff while I was out there. He loves it when I come out and I start selling all his things.
I bet.
I did find another one of those. Oh, what the heck? Another one of those switch plate cover, the like light plate cover thing, that mother of pearl one that I had.
Yeah.
There was one in his dining room or his living room, but it was like behind a lamp because it doesn't work. We don't use it for anything, and it's near a door that is like blocked by a couch. Like nobody uses the door. And I looked in there the other day. I was doing something else, and I looked and I was like, Dad. So I'm gonna have to remove that and sell it. Especially if it's in a corner you can't even see it there, and they sell for $50.
Yes. Get that sold. That was a fun find, don't you think?
It was super fun. I just love it when so most of the time my dad gets kind of cranky because I'm just trying to sell all his things. And then other times, well, like that, like I come over for dinner and he just drops this thing in front of me and says, that's got to be worth money, right? Sell it. And I look it up and he loved it. A couple weeks later, I'm like, Dad, it sold for $49 plus shipping. He's like, no, it didn't. And I'm like, yeah, it did. Like, there's half your internet bill for the month or whatever. And he's like, no, there's no way. Do we have any more of those? Like,
All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you are listing now and if you had a cool sale this week or something you were excited about. It doesn't have to be big money, just something fun. How about you, Samantha? Did you have any cool sales this week?
Nothing that's really standing out. I had a return this week, so I'm a little cranky.
Was it two Fridays ago on TGIF, I had 3 returns to process, and I did them. So I made the theme of our TGIF how to process a return without getting angry. And I did 3 of them while Molly and I were on the air. Yeah. I did 3 live.
Wow. Well, this was only one, so it's not that bad. But it's a $300 one, so it makes me a little salty.
Oh, all right. Yeah, no, mine weren't. Mine were all under 50, I think.
And it's a car part, and it's brand new. Still had the stickers. Literally has a number, like a parts number on it that you just Google and see everything that it works with. And they got it, and they said, "Oh, it doesn't fit my model," and they sent it back. So it's on its way back. I'm sure I can sell it again, but it was a bummer.
Wait, so I thought that if you have car parts, doesn't that fitment doesn't it guarantee it or something? I don't sell many car parts.
But it's not for all car parts, and this was a coolant exhaust pipe or some like weird part that I don't think is probably in their catalog quite right. So, and fitment, so during the eBay check-in the other day, the summer check-in,
Yeah.
I went into the fitment networking room to talk to the main eBay guy that does that. And I still don't quite understand. I think they just meant that they're adding a lot more items, but you don't, like, I don't do anything. I just enter in all those fancy numbers. And if it's in their database, they will add the fitment to it. But if it's not, then it's not. And there's not really a way for me as a seller to really see that unless I'm going through and like reviewing all of my motor parts things. I don't know. It's very sporadic.
That's interesting. I didn't realize how that worked.
I still don't think I fully realize how it works. So
the summer check-in was really good.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they were talking about like the feedback. Did you hear that section of it?
I was going to say, it wasn't that they really had any announcements or anything. It was mostly just them saying, we hear you. We're working on it. Like with a bunch of different things. Like,
yeah, we hear you. They acknowledged the fact that there was a problem, which for me is huge.
And that, and that they really don't know how to fix it yet to make both sides happy, but they are working on it and they're going to pivot. So that's good. Yeah, acknowledgement is huge.
I agree.
Pam's got clothes, lots and lots of clothes. Carmen is pricing shoes, enrolling the 25% dress sale again this weekend since last weekend was crazy.
Awesome.
Oh, thanks to people liking last week's post this morning and bringing attention to it. Okay.
Awesome.
Pam had a great sale of a vintage 80s formal dress. Sweet.
Oh.
Did it have poofy shoulders?
Oh, and Pam, congratulations. What did you win? You won for the Seller Club podcast. You won what did you win? A Mac?
She won an iPad. I'm pretty sure. And a bunch of swag and stuff. They sent her a whole box full of stuff, I believe.
Yay!
She wins everything.
I would say she's lucky, but I always say I don't believe in luck. I say luck favors the prepared, but I don't know. I think she might be lucky. All right, so a hellacious storm, like literally just rolled in at this second. And you guys know how I lose power. So if I lose power, I will try to hop back on. If it's out for good, I won't, or maybe it'll just be fine.
Hopefully it'll be fine.
But I have like zero connection. I don't know. It's messing with my, I'm hardwired in here. So I don't know why it's messing with my signal, but.
Amy said if it's an OEM part or a compatible part, once it lists eBay Motors, will add manufacturer's part info. Yeah, and I don't think this was OEM. I think the tag said Peterbilt, but I don't think it actually had. I don't think it was actually like an OEM part. I don't know what it was.
All right. This is so exciting. So I just opened this box and there's multi-quantities. Ah! I have 3 of these little frames. And I've never seen this Melissa and Doug frame before, but it is one of the cutest things. Look at this. And I have 4 of these.
So cute. And Melissa and Doug is so easy.
Yeah, look at there's a little cat, the bird. I mean, it's so cute. The shutters, it's dimensional. I love it. Oh my God, can you hear that rain?
No.
Oh.
Yes. Wow. That's what we had yesterday. You were getting our storm. Took 24 hours to get to you.
Thanks for sending it my way. Really appreciate that. We were supposed to have like 40-mile-an-hour winds with it, but we've only had like 10 to 20s here, so it's not too bad. All right.
It's currently 67 degrees and it's the most beautiful day. They still haven't opened my road up front. It was supposed to be done like a month ago. And it's still closed. And I kind of like it. And now I complained a lot when they first closed it a couple years ago. And now I don't ever want it to open. It's so peaceful.
Oh, God, I think I spoke too soon.
Uh-oh.
I have 2 different varieties of snowmen. Dang it. It's double the work.
7, 4, 3.
So I've been selling Christmas stuff like crazy lately.
I don't
So
have a
I
lot of
put them in my
stuff.
live sale, but they weren't into it last night. So
Oh.
that's all right. It'll sell on eBay.
Yes. I don't have a lot of holiday stuff in my store right now. Holiday just sells so well all the time.
I know.
I love it. I think I have some Easter things, and that's about it. So at the end of my garage sale last weekend, I posted that, like, for the hour after it was supposed to end or whatever, I posted that everything was free. And we had 2 canopies. I bundled everything under the canopies and just said, people come and get it. And a few people came, but I was like 30 minutes away from anybody, really. So people would have had to see it and then immediately leave and check out. So I had a few people come and do the free thing, but this one girl, there's a ferry nearby that goes to this island, my little island, and the ferry only runs like a couple times a day. So if you miss it, like you might not make it home till tomorrow. So she only had time to stop at one garage sale, and it was like the tail end of the community sales. And so she stopped at mine. It was the only one right before the ferry. And that's when I had like announced that everything. Oh, there goes Libby. That's when I announced that everything was free, and she was so pumped. She filled her car full of stuff, and I got rid of like hundreds and hundreds of things last weekend. It worked out great. Libby is probably cussing and swearing right now. I know you guys don't think she does that, but sometimes she does. And if her power or internet just went out, she probably is a little bit. But don't tell her I told you. Never heard of this brand. Oh, you're watching us on your new iPad. You're so fancy. What did you win from Boss? Didn't you win? Did you get a MacBook there? You got something out there, some other electronic, along with all the other things that you won. We were doing some tree trimming today, guys, and I just went and bought a 10-foot long chainsaw, like one of the little chainsaws that you could reach up. I'm really excited to go out and trim trees. But I'm also not usually allowed around power tools, so we'll see how long that works. You got a Surface Pro. That's what I thought. You got all the things.
Hey, I just dropped off when you were saying about the garage sale, and I felt like I was having a cliffhanger here. It takes forever for my router to reboot.
I'm just glad it was just your internet that dropped out, not all your power.
No, it was all the power.
Oh gosh.
But it reboots the router. Yeah.
Glad it was just a blink.
I thought I was getting a generator, but I don't think I am.
Oh, right. I forgot you got that.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, this one girl stopped by. She got a ton of stuff. She packed her car and she made it to the ferry, and she was just the happiest person in the whole world. So that made it all worth it. It was super fun.
Yeah.
I got rid of I think just over 300 items out of my inventory, and I made about $300. So it's fine. It's fine. Dun, dun, dun. You won a Chromebook a year, so go. Yeah, Amy, Pam has all the luck. Oh, there goes Libby again. She won a bunch of other stuff when we were in Vegas too. Like they had if they let's just say they had 10 giveaways, Pam won 5 of them. Let's just say that, because it seemed like she did great. First couple we cheered. After a while we were like, really? But she deserves it. I have to print my SKU stickers. So everybody's plans this weekend. Libby always wants to talk about work. Let's talk about what we're going to do this weekend. I'm going kayaking. We were going to go skeet shooting on Sunday, but it's supposed to storm and rain. So I don't know what we're doing on Sunday. Whatever my husband wants to do. So there's Father's Day plans. Oh, that is weird, Kathy, that you had to order first and then the coupon. I never use that, so I'm not sure. What did you end up ordering? In some Chinese or something? What are you? I might have missed that if you put it in earlier. Ooh, a train ride. That sounds fun. You guys have an awesome weekend. I can't wait to hear about the train ride next week.
Can I change my word of intention for the day? It's going to be persevere.
There you go. There you go.
Or persistence. I don't know. One of these times the power is going to just go out for good. But until then.
Kathy, I'm really happy that you put that it was subs after you said Jersey Mike's, because I was just going to ask you what that was. I've never had Jersey Mike's. Subs sound good. Do they toast them? Love me a toasty sub.
I've never had Jersey Mike's. They're all over. There was one right by my house. I've never eaten one.
Oh, I've never even, but I don't even know where the closest one would be. We had a Quiznos here for a hot minute till somebody ordered extra oregano, and they didn't give them extra oregano. The guy in the kitchen gave them drugs, and they closed Quiznos down real quick.
Oh no!
Apparently, that was the off-duty officer that was ordering through the drive-thru legitimately wanted extra seasonings on his sub, and they threw a baggie on the counter and said, that'll be X amount. And he drove around, went inside, showed them his badge, and they did a whole sting after that. And it turns out it was It was a lot deeper than anybody realized. So we don't have Quiznos anymore. They had great subs. I was really mad about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we always joke, extra oregano.
I was at the Jersey Shore last weekend. Not eating Jersey Mike's though.
What were you doing last week?
So last weekend, my one of my old college roommates has a shore house in Sea Isle. So since we're all turning 50 this year, she invited us all down for the weekend. And so my one roommate flew in from Montana. Like, it was a whole big thing. It was really, really cool and really fun. And yeah.
You do have a life.
Yeah.
That does sound like a lot of fun. That's good.
You know, funny because we hardly see each other, but her two boys, my old roommate Susie, her two boys go to Pitt, and that's where Avery's going next year. And I had no idea her boys went there, so that was cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So it's funny how the conversation from when we were in our late teens has evolved now that we're all almost, some of us are 50, some of us are almost 50. Funny how the conversations have definitely changed a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We
felt like a bunch of old ladies. That's all I can say. But a really cool, fun group of old ladies.
Old ladies.
All right. I'm gonna hear my dad running up here, and so all right. So you know how had outside my house was all being redone and everything. I gotta send you guys a picture, but so it was a big deal. It was like a gravel driveway coming up to my house, like a circle drive, but it was gravel, which I didn't mind. I thought it was fine. My dad decided he wanted to have it blacktopped. So it's blacktop, and he did all the designs, so the drainage would be right. And of course, the guys didn't do it exactly how he wanted it. So I'm just imagining him like running up here now during this big storm going, see, I told them they didn't do it right. This is going to be a test of the drainage.
Right.
You may see him busting through in the background here any second, like he did yesterday while we were recording.
Right.
So I went down to his house and fixed his printer. Was it last night maybe? And so he was telling my mom, and she's like, I said, Dad came in. I said, the door was closed. I was recording, and he's like kind of giggling. And I'm like, it's not funny.
Like, you put your headphones
you bust in on, Addie if she had a patient in the chair? Like, no.
Right?
No respect. No respect.
You put the headphones down to go help him, and Molly and I were like, ooh, he's in trouble.
I was mad. I was like mad, like legitimately mad. Until I found out why, and that they actually did need me for something that was a little bit of a time sensitive thing, but
it was somewhat, yeah.
It was justifiable, but I didn't know that at the moment. Like, my blood was boiling. Ay.
And he still could have knocked. You wouldn't have answered, but he could have knocked.
He still could have knocked. I'm not sure if he did or not, because usually if somebody knocks on my door while I'm recording, I, of course, ignore them.
Right.
I don't think he did knock, though.
I don't know. You had your headphones on, so I wouldn't have been able to hear it.
Oh, true.
And you probably wouldn't have been able to hear it either.
Then I will refer back to the video I did when Emma and I were making the video with the cat with my mom.
Yes.
I can't do anything, I swear, without being interrupted. I can't film anything. Now apparently even a door doesn't work as a boundary. Hey, Samantha, you said you were going to be working on boundaries now that your husband's going to be retired. Maybe I need to work on some boundaries too. Yeah.
I think I need to work on some boundaries with my mother right now. Samantha will be 35 in a week or so. Mom,
practice your boundaries right now, Samantha.
What? No, Mom, just I still have another week, okay? Did y'all know that Pam Henry is also going to be 35? We have the same exact birthday.
That's really cool. Very exciting.
I wish I was a poncho person. This is so cute.
Oh, I love ponchos.
This one's like a summery, like. Is that what you would call it, a poncho?
That's a poncho.
Yeah. Super cute. I would never wear it. It would get in my way and get annoying. Like I used to wear knit ponchos and stuff all the time when I was younger, but now it would probably just annoy me.
Yeah, I don't remember when the last time I wore a poncho was.
So we're doing the garage sale, and I told my nephew, he was there, he's 12. And I told him, I said, now's a good time to go clean out your room if you got any like Christmas presents that you never opened or are going to use, like stuff like that. I said, we'll put your initials on them and you can get some money to go in your piggy bank. Because he's got several $100s in his piggy bank. He is ready for a 4-wheeler. He's saving up for a 4-wheeler.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So he runs in the house and he's cleaning stuff out. His dad comes around the corner, my brother, and I said, oh, I sent Kate in the house and I told him that you have to pre-approve anything he brings out. He can't just be like selling everything in his room. But I told him any Christmas presents or things like that. Like I know he's got like a pile of stuff that maybe somebody, an aunt gave him that wasn't quite the right age range or something. And my brother comes out with an armload of stuff that I gave my dad.
I was hoping this was not where this was going.
For Christmas.
Oops.
And he goes, hey, Dad had one of those corners too. He never opened any of these. Yeah.
Oops.
Luckily, I give most of my family consignment items, and a lot of times they're gag gifts, so it wasn't that big a deal. We all laughed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we all laughed about it. We have a hard time. You can't buy my dad anything, because if my dad wants something, he just buys it himself. And if you buy it for him, he'll complain about it. So.
I'm really surprised at this Melissa and Doug picture frame.
Yeah.
They're not coming up in Google image search. They're not coming up in a Google description. So I'm just surprised. It seemed like such like a cute, probably common item.
Well, and they're usually so easy. Like usually that's one of the easier things to look up is Melissa and Doug.
Yeah. There's a barcode on it. I'll try it that way. I won't do it while you guys are on here, but I usually do you type your barcodes in? Because I usually use the voice to text to put my barcodes in if I'm not able to scan it.
I hardly ever use barcodes. I mean, I'll scan it in the eBay app to look stuff up or try to run a quick comp, but I hardly ever do anything with barcodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I probably should. But I just don't.
I always use them. In fact, I'm the one that had Consign Cloud add them as a feature that synced with Shopify. Just a little kudos to me.
We can scan barcodes in Consign Cloud?
You can put the barcode in there.
Oh.
And it syncs to Shopify, which then goes to List Perfectly, which then will put it in eBay. So I like it, especially for like books and stuff, right? Because then it
Where do you do that?
Right in the listing. You have a UPC field?
No.
Here, I'll share my screen.
I'm gonna have to mess with my settings apparently, because if it's that easy, I would. But the way we do it, I would have to like go back and edit things, and that's a pain in the butt.
All right, here you go. There's my listing that I uploaded the pictures into, and account, category.
I do not have UPC.
You might have to go into settings and add it, but it is a field.
Yeah, I'm going right now.
Yeah.
Sweet. Look at that. Love it. Learn something new.
Love it, love it, love it. It saves. So look at this. So I do this is how I put everything in the system, because it's just so easy to take the photos and everything. And then I price it and search with Google Image right here. Mm-hmm. Usually it pulls up like exactly what it is. It's kind of unusual that it didn't, but so that's one of the reasons I list so quick.
I've been playing with List Perfectly's Express Lister. And I heard that they're adding a bunch of new features soon to it, so I'm pretty pumped about that.
Now, can you use that when you're importing from Shopify, or you have to do it right in List Perfectly?
I do it right in List Perfectly, and then I'm doing it with the ones that I'm testing with Thrifty.
Yeah.
And so I'm not using them in Consign Cloud, and I haven't put them over on my Shopify yet, so.
Oh, you need to pop up our List Perfectly banner there, my friend.
Oh, I should if we're going to talk about them. Let's do that. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, but for somebody that doesn't use Consign Cloud, because I haven't figured out that process yet, or I don't know, I don't think it would be a good fit anyways, but for using other things, or if you're just using List Perfectly, Express Lister is awesome, because you literally take pictures and then you hit like an AI button, I don't remember what it's called, and it gives you a title based on your pictures, which is creepy accurate. I mean, it's basically Google Lensing it and getting all the good bits. And then you can put in a UPC or a SKU and you save it, and it goes into your drafts. Then you can go on the computer and do all those things. Hit another AI button, it gives you a description based on your title. You just clean them up a little bit.
That's amazing.
And that's it. It's done. Yeah. I love it. Where in my settings would this be?
I was just looking at stuff the other day on there. I could probably.
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna save it, and I am gonna. Is it policy or operations? Operations, I think. Data? Yeah. I just saw it. This is going to make me nuts.
Well, and then I forget that if you go to the apps, then there's extra things there.
Oh, the settings in the apps, yeah.
But I don't think it has to do with any of those, so that's not. No. Well, I can always search it.
Yeah, you could use that handy dandy pop-up search menu there.
Mm-hmm.
There is something where you set all the fields.
I know, and I just don't go into my settings very often, so
I was just in there why was I in there looking at the settings? Oh, I wanted to change so that my Shopify data was flowing back into ConsignCloud. Like I was adding stuff to list perfectly and then doing it the backwards way.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to test that out.
How did that work?
That's why I was in there.
Have you
Vanessa doesn't know it, but she's gonna be in our upcoming episode.
Yes.
We talk about her. Jill, did you reset to 0 last night? Forgot to ask you this morning. I wasn't really on my game this morning.
Is it a custom account field?
Where did you find that? Because I'm going to look on mine.
Policies, and right on the workflow page at the very bottom.
I don't have any custom account fields.
Okay, so not that. There was nothing in any of the help things for UPC. All right, well, I'm spending too much time on this. I will bug them on Monday.
Just send them a quick message and they'll get right back to you with the instructions.
I know, they're so good about it. I'm not going to do it now because by the time, but they'll get back with me usually within the hour. But I'll probably be gone and won't have service.
Yeah.
And they're so good. They'd be like, Samantha, we're trying to help you.
Let us help you, please. All right. Vanessa's been doing the Tony Robbins, the free seminar he was doing for 3 days. So she said they interviewed Stephen Bartlett. I probably should know who that is, but I don't. Clue me in.
Tony Robbins is. Is that the guy with longer hair and he like yells at you about stuff? Because he's like really pumped up and not like mean yells at you, but like.
He has short hair, but he's very. I don't know. So anyway, if you're not sure about Tony Robbins, there's a documentary on Netflix. I think it's called Not My Guru or Not Your Guru or something like that about him. And it's a really cool documentary.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jill used to want to marry Tony Robbins. I think he'd be a bit much to be married to. Can you imagine having to be that accountable? But he is an amazing human being. I mean, yeah. Yeah. He almost got canceled. What was it, about 4 or 5 years ago? But I'm glad he's back out and about now. His voice. Yes, he's got such a deep voice. Stephen Bartlett, 31-year-old millionaire that is so down to earth and has so much knowledge to find yourself. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, Tony does get you charged up. I was mildly obsessed for a while, for sure. Love it.
Midget gigantism? Is that a real thing? He's a midget giant?
Who? Tony Robbins?
Yeah.
Or Stephen Bartlett?
No, Tony Robbins.
Huh.
I think that's just a weird phrase that article made up. Okay. I'm getting out of that thing there. Oh, what are you?
I wanted to just stop. There we go. I just wanted to take that cue there and. So interesting that Tony Robbins, a lot of his teachings and a lot of his motivation is based on, guess what? Our current C Chats book club book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Book club alert. It's true though. It's very true.
Oh, I still have a mission statement in there. Let's see here.
So does Stephen, all right, so I've listened to that. Does anybody, I just started listening to, I watched some of his stuff on YouTube, that Lewis Holmes? Lewis?
I don't know.
Lewis Howes. He has a podcast and it's called The School of Greatness, and he does a lot of interviews and a lot of emotional.
I used to listen to that in my old job all the time. It's been like 3 years since I listened to, but I liked him.
Yeah. So I was listening to one today, and it's with a IN-Q, a poet, like a modern day poet that's our age-ish. Just very interesting. But anyway, the one I listened before that, I have a hard time listening to Gary Vee because he's like, I feed off of other people's energy, and like he's too fast and energetic for me. Like it makes me anxious to listen to him. Yeah. But anyway, the one before that was Gary Vee. And Samantha, I thought of you as he was interviewing him. You're going to have to listen to it now. It's Gary Vee.
Yeah, because I've never,
I yell at people and they like it. They appreciate me for it, and they come back for more. And I'm like, whatever his whole little diatribe there was, I'm like, that's Samantha.
I see that all the time. Diane and I talk all the time. I'm like, how do we yell at people and they thank us for it? Like, I don't. Everybody tells me that Gary Vee reminds them of me, so I should probably listen to him. I've never listened to any of this thing. I'll listen to it on there. It's still in my list of podcasts. It was the very first one on my list. Must have been one of the first podcasts I ever subscribed to.
Oh yeah. All right. Listen to the Gary Vee one, because you'll
look at
you.
I also have Tony Robbins Unshakable on my list of podcasts, but I don't think I ever listened to that one.
Oh my gosh, girl. All right. Stephen wrote The Diary of a CEO. Okay, good. All right. Jill's with me. Gary Vee gives her anxiety. Yes, I feel the same way. And a lot of his messages are so good, but maybe he needs to be like in written form for us, Jill.
Right. What other podcasts?
Wait, what is... Yeah. Vanessa said she hears a slight edge everywhere. I know, it's everywhere. It's so crazy. Wait, now, what is she saying? Libby, you just wait a minute. What about me and what am I doing? Oh, why were we talking about you in the episode?
Well, you'll have to listen to next week's episode. It'll come out next Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, whenever you prefer to listen to it.
Yeah. Nothing bad. I would never say anything bad. Well, I don't have anything bad to say about you, number one. Number two,
right.
It's all good, of course. We were just so happy for you this week. So we didn't tell Molly what your mission statement was, but we did talk about the process and how exciting it was.
Yes.
And how proud we were of you. That's what we talked about there. So you don't have to worry. It's nothing. We just use your first name, not your last name. You'll know it's you, but
you'll know it's you.
You mean the one? Don't worry, I got your mission statement. Maybe get a tattoo. That way you won't have to remember it. So speaking of tattoos, I sent this to Molly and Samantha last night. So my sister is an artist, a dentist turned artist. And she has the Shandapus. She created this chandelier octopus that's just really just taken off like crazy. So last night she gets a message from a tattoo artist, just a random tattoo artist. She doesn't know, nowhere lives by or anything like that. And he said, somebody came in and requested a Shandapus tattoo. So, and he sent her a picture of it, which she then forwarded to me. But somebody got a Shandapus, a random person got a Shandapus tattoo. So I'm thinking like Samantha's getting Samantha's face tattooed on somebody with the Sea House logo isn't too far away. Oh, you legitimately can't remember it? Wait, I'm going to text it to you because I don't.
Yeah, because she said bringing the joy of the holidays to all, but no, it was making the holidays brighter is more what it was. Yeah.
Making the holidays brighter for all.
Yeah, look at Jill remembers it.
Yes, we all remember it.
It's also in the spreadsheet in our Patreon group with your goals and intentions.
Right, yes. I'm thinking the tattoo is the way to go.
Tattoo it, yes. That is crazy. What's even crazier is that person never like reached out to her to say,
tell
hey,
her she got the tattoo or say I'm getting the tattoo. Nothing.
Right. I love your crazy little octopus chandelier so much. Look what I just got. Weird.
Yep.
That's next level. It's
next level.
So yeah, if anybody wants me to send you some photos so you can get my face tattooed somewhere on you with the caption, "Did you list today?"
Yes. You can do that on one side and then Teresa Cox T Money on the other side saying shut up and list.
Yes. I was going to say your face, Libby, and then it could say, is this bringing you closer to your goal?
Yep. That would be okay.
Uh-huh.
I guess I would feel particularly weird about it because I don't have any tattoos. Maybe if I had a tattoo, I don't know.
We should get each other's faces. All right, I only listed a couple things, but I think this is going to be my last one because
all right,
I only have so much time to get ready and go out, and I have this new chainsaw. Somebody let me buy a 10-foot chainsaw, and I want to go try it out.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Me and a 10-foot chainsaw, it's going to be great.
Or it's going to be a really funny, scary reel on Instagram.
It might be terrible, but I think it's going to be great. I do have pictures of my husband on the roof earlier.
All right, let's see. We got a couple good comments. Vanessa says she's not sure. Last time she got a tattoo, she got a horrible infection, and she did it with her daughter, and nothing happened with hers. Yeah, so, I don't ask me because I don't have any, and I will not be getting any.
Mine are only on my face.
Are those the only tattoos? Is the makeup tattoos you have?
Yeah, I don't have any tattoos.
One. Oh, okay.
No, not a single one. I've had plans with people to get tattoos, but I don't have any.
Yeah. No. Stickers with your face. I love this idea. The stickers with your faces and those sayings. I love that idea.
So my mom is not getting our faces tattooed on her. All right. Good to know.
And Vanessa is on listing 20. Yay! I'm on listing 5. So
I don't know.
I might be having a late night tonight. That's all right.
I was on a roll last night. I was doing great, but I also didn't go to bed till after 2 a.m. So also I shut my alarm off this morning, and I only got an extra 12 minutes of sleep.
Oh, I was wondering why I got that text last night that you probably wouldn't be at Motivation in Minutes. It's because you stayed up late night listing. All right.
It was doing so good. It was so productive and it was just flowing and it was great. And I drank a bunch of coffee. So that happened. But then I forced myself to go to bed and I shut off my alarms. And I got an extra 12 minutes of sleep from when I normally would have woke up. So really, I got hardly any sleep at all. It was great. Great. I'm going to crash tonight.
I'm going to work tonight. Yes. Because $1,600 to make up.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You know what? Let me reframe that. I get to list $1,600 worth of stuff because I easily have that here in inventory waiting in my Money Mountain. I mean, I should be super grateful for that. That's amazing. Do you like what I did there?
Good job. Way to flip it.
Jill barely made it this morning. You and me both, Jill. Jill, how's that mojo?
Mojo.
Oh my gosh, Kristen is listing today. Hello. And thank you for your comment on my accountability video last night or this morning when you posted it, whenever it was. I like that encouragement to keep going because it's 30 days. I'm doing it. Yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you guys haven't seen it, I'm doing reseller reflections. Diane Lassand, when we were visiting with her, had this great idea. And so I'm going to carry it out, that you go on every day and you're accountable for what you do and you talk about your day, because she thought people would be interested in it. And I guess also it will hold me accountable. So I'm hoping I get used to it, like, because I've been working like later into the day, you know, like by the time I hit record, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm so done.
But you're doing it. Good job.
I'm doing it. And actually it's making me feel happy about all the things I do get done. It makes me look at that and not just like, I'm so tired, I didn't get to this, I didn't get to that. It's kind of like a video, like a vlog of like Jill's to done list. Wait, 7 p.m. your time. Yeah. So,
oh my God. See, and you're helping a real squirrel stay motivated as well.
Wow.
It's hard to keep a squirrel motivated and
it is very hard. Yes. She's listening today. It's working. I know. All right. Jill said she got a notification from my live sale at 7 p.m. saying it was started right then, and she's 2 hours late. So anyway, it's all changing next week. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. Facebook changes how they do the events and all of that crazy stuff. And was it a Facebook notification that you got? That might help me, because I was testing out the new software too. Because Facebook and those events, oh my gosh. Anybody that does them know they change the rules. It's so arbitrary. It's very frustrating to be dependent on that. But as of next week, I will not be. It'll still be on Facebook, but they won't control me.
Yeah. All right, one more. I know I said that with the last one, but one more. This dress is just so pretty.
These frames are just so cute.
I did a quick search and I found like castle ones and farm ones, but I did not find that like windowsill bird one.
I know, it's so cute. Look, there's a little bird and there's like a little cat. Look, he's like peeking out there.
Those need to be in a preschool somewhere. Those are adorable.
I know. And they're not the ones like you that have that little thing on the back. Like it actually sits on the table. Like it's not one of the things that have the fold out back thing that's gonna get like knocked over. Yeah, they actually like sit. So cute. All right. Oh, Vanessa's loving that blouse. Yes. Wait, Jill, did you answer me? She's saying yes. So you did your reset to 0?
Oh, I thought you meant was she answering you about if it was a Facebook?
Oh, it was a Facebook. Yes, I forgot. I asked her a question earlier about her reset to 0. I forget if my power went out about that or not. But
she has. So I have been watching her do her reset to 0 because we list late at night. So I literally had to cut Dawn off the other night, and I was like, Jill has already reset, and now it is time for bed. Her reset is mine as well. Like,
that's awesome.
Oh, I got you on here. You can come up. You really can. Hope whoever buys this doesn't have a...
Oh, Jill, come on now. Wait. Where did you put that? Why am I not seeing it now?
That he has been so chatty this week?
No, about the book club, the drinking game.
I didn't see that. Maybe she typed something and then she deleted it.
Oh, did you delete that, Jill? I did come up. It said she wanted to say they were going to start a drinking game every time I mentioned book club.
That's funny.
I love it. I can't help it. It's been just such an amazing thing for my business, you know?
I just love everybody coming up with their mission statements. Even the people that aren't even attending book club, they're just...
I know.
They're getting like secondhand book club from our other masterminds and stuff.
We distill it down.
Yep.
We do all the work and then you guys get all the benefit. And I say that in not a bitter way at all. I'm happy about it.
Oh, good, Kathy.
I heard it and I was like, I wish you could have seen my face because I was like, oh, that's the mission statement she worked on because of book club. Oh my gosh.
What is this brand? Made in Hawaii.
Hey, do you think it was YouTube that deleted the Jill's thing? She said she didn't delete it.
Oh, maybe if it maybe because she said drinking. I don't know. I feel like I've seen lots of people write really bad things in the comments and it hasn't. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad I saw it. Yeah.
A personal mission statement. I like that.
You know, I was thinking that exact thing yesterday, Vanessa, like you just read my mind. Because we were recording our episode on mission statements that'll be out next week. A lot of the stuff was in a slight edge. Like the philosophy is kind of like a mission statement. Yeah. I wonder, I don't even know. I find that concept like overwhelming to write a personal mission statement. Oh, actually, I did it. Go ahead, Jill, drink. I did it in book club. When we did the slight edge, I forgot. It's somewhere in Facebook land. I'll have to go back and see what it was.
Drop my marker.
resin. Kathy said, "Oh no, I'm out of wine to sip for book club." No, where's Preston? Preston.
Right? Oh, what size is this? All right.
All right. In the comments, how would you all price these? Cute. It's like a plastic resin. Nice quality picture frame. Like it's not a dollar store picture frame. 3.5 by 5 photo. I have how I'm going to price it, but I'm kind of curious.
$12.
Do you know that's exactly how I'm going to price it?
Yep.
How did you know that?
Well, I do $9 for stuff like that, but I do plus shipping. You don't do shipping, so you bump it up to 12.
No, this will be 2 pounds. So this will be by the time it's shipped. So it'll be.
Well, yeah. So it is heavy. Yeah.
They'll pay shipping.
Okay. Yeah. $12.
Based on my current eBay shipping policies. All right, 12 to 14.
Drunk history.
Thank you.
Drunk book clubs. Yes. Yes.
All right, so Jill saying $19.99.
We're doing something. Did you see Vanessa's?
What?
$34.99.
$34.99.
Kathy said comps are 12 to 14. Yeah.
$34.99.
That would make your holiday brighter. I don't know about the person that bought it, but it would make your
I don't know. I'm worried about Kristen. I know to be worried about drunk texting, usually a non-issue for me, but drunk listing might be a concern.
Yeah, so sometimes after a late night listing, you wake up the next day and go, what was I thinking when I priced that item or read that description?
Oh my God. That's too funny.
talking, my husband and I were talking about something earlier, and he goes, well, geez, if this keeps up, we were doing all this yard work and stuff. If this keeps up, I'm going to have to buy you some twisted teas or something for later. And he goes, oh, wait, you have your thing with the girls online. You can't do that. And I was like, to heck, I can't. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's go. And then just before this started, I'm like, you didn't buy me my twisted teas. Instead, he pulled
part of that. My internet just went kaflooey.
Oh, you and your internet.
I know.
I'm drinking. The moral of the story is I'm drinking water.
Yeah, if you're going to be operating a 10-foot chainsaw, you might as well. You better be drinking water.
Right.
Jeez.
I'm so excited. A 10-foot chainsaw.
All right. Let's see. Oh, new show idea instead of drunk history, drunk book club. Yes, yes, yes. Did you ever watch that show, Drunk History?
No.
It was actually really good.
Was it accurate? Like, were they just like talking about historical facts while also drunk, or like what?
Yeah, so I think there were kind of two versions of the show. One I liked better than the other was that there was like an expert talking about it, and they would have to like do a shot every so often or something like that. And they would be doing like real facts and stuff, and they would intersperse stuff. And then the second one was like they would hire like an actor or a comedian or somebody, and they would send them all the details and the facts, and then they would do the same thing. I didn't think that was as good as like an actual historian that knew the stuff inside and out, but
Gotcha.
oh, we have to help Kristen make a decision. This is a really big deal.
What?
No sugar. You love sugar. What the heck? All right. No adult beverage June. And my daughter is here from Colorado, wants me to go to the winery today. #1day pass. I guess my question is, why are you doing it?
Right.
Before I answer that question, I need to know the why behind it. What's your mission with this, Kristen?
Why did you do both at the same time? Oh. We're both like, oh. I like hardly even really drink or anything, but like at the same time, I remember, so now if I drink wine, it makes me hurt. Like instantly, one sip, my stomach is like spasming and hurts so bad. So I don't drink wine. It's not a thing. No fermented fruit for me. But before, when I was trying to be healthier, because I loved wine and I was trying to, there's so much sugar in it. And that is really hard to resist those things. So I get it. Also, Bloody Marys, though, they're like eating vegetables. So you can just like switch over to that and be fine, right? For your one day.
One of my favorites.
I love Bloody Marys.
Yep.
Legit on Weight Watchers, they were only a couple points. I'm just saying. Like.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
All right, lights are going off.
All right, so she's just doing it because she knows the benefits of less sugar would be good for her. So I would think in this instance, it would also be good to have a glass of wine with your daughter who's visiting and a very bonding experience. And that's a minimal amount of sugar. However, if it's going to send you off the rails,
right,
with sugar or with wine or with something, and you can't like go in and say I'm going to have 1 glass, 2 glass, like if you can't do that, I would say don't do it. Don't take the 1 day pass. But if you can go and you can have 1 or 2 glasses and you set that parameter going in, I would give you the 1 day pass. I don't know.
Basically, if you are Libby and you can just do it 1 day, that's fine. If you are Samantha and you have zero willpower, and it will send you straight over the edge and you will gain 10 pounds from that 1 day pass, don't do that. Don't do that.
All right. So it just depends. All right, Vanessa agrees with me. All right. I love it.
Oh, this is great. I'm still voting for the Bloody Mary, but
wait, what does it say?
Oh, she said just a glass of red has health benefits too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She said she's fine with 1 or 2 once a month. See, that's all I really drink.
Then why not?
That's all I really drink anyways, so.
I say go for it.
Do it. I'm going to keep drinking water and I'm going to go operate a 10-foot chainsaw.
You are not getting a 1 day pass, Samantha.
Just water. There's just water in here. I'm hydrating appropriately. And yeah, there might be videos later. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to go. Oh, right. I did see this when we were talking about what on earth are you cutting down? Paul Bunyan. It's amazing.
That's what the Don called me. The one. Do you remember this? Don called me. Thank you are Paul Bunyan.
Because you wore a plaid shirt.
And I had the stone, like I have the stone wall behind me. I must have looked like really rugged. I had a flannel on. It's like, are you channeling your inner Paul Bunyan today or what?
That's funny.
Yeah.
We have a couple maple trees next to our house, and the one is touching the roof. Like we've noticed it in the last year or 2, but it's like really bad. And we recently had to switch homeowners insurance because our rates went through the roof on the one. Through the roof. And So we switched, and they came and did a surprise home inspection, which our last company never did that. And the guy was like, "Oh," so they sent me a thing with pictures, and they said, "You need to correct this, otherwise we're canceling your new insurance policy." So my husband was out there with some other tools and doing things, and it did what we needed it to do, but it got me thinking that I needed a 10-foot chainsaw to trim all these other trees.
They're going to revoke your insurance if they see you out there with a 10-foot chainsaw.
Right. I love it.
All right, let me just show you what my last box I'm unpacking, because we'll go now after I show you this, because I'm probably going to lose power again. And
true.
We'll end it on a good note instead of an exasperated note. Yeah. See, Kathy switched to red wine and dark chocolate when she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Funny how I don't like sweeter wines or milk chocolate anymore. Yeah. That was a good choice. See, like a little moderation there. And Preston will be home at 3. All right. So have you guys seen these before? I hope these are worth a little bit. So it's the 12 Days of Christmas drinking glasses, tumblers.
I have not seen those. Those are cute.
Yeah, they're really cute. I'm guessing they're vintage. And then some.
If I do this, does this make people
Santa Coca-Cola glasses. Yeah. All right.
Cute.
That's it. That's what I'll be working on. Thanks for hanging with us, guys. This was fun. This is a fun little TGIF happy hour. Kristen, have fun. And you know what? Let's go out with the cheers.
There we go. Cheers.
One day pass. Cheers.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Thank you.